Thunder rolls across the heavens. For ages, the armies of gods and demons have fought for control over the cosmos. At the center of this struggle stands Indra, king of the Devas. He wields the thunderbolt, commands the master strategy of the gods, and has saved heaven from destruction time and again. This family tree shows a shared origin. The divine Devas and the demonic Asuras are actually cousins, born from the same father, but split by a bitter maternal rivalry. Indra holds total military dominance over his cousins, but he is about to face a force that even the strongest warrior cannot defeat: the weight of his own actions. Despite his divinity, Indra is defined by his vulnerabilities. He is prone to jealousy, paranoia, and a pride that blinds him to the source of his power. While seated upon his throne in the splendor of heaven, Indra refuses to stand when his spiritual guru, Brihaspati, enters the court. This single insult causes Brihaspati to depart, leaving the gods without their guide. The divine protection over heaven vanishes instantly. This act of ego serves as a karmic domino. Without his guru's counsel, Indra is left to face the coming storm alone. Sensing this sudden vulnerability, the Asura armies attack without mercy. The golden architecture of heaven begins to shatter into dust. To regain his strength, Indra appoints a new priest, Vishvarupa. Through him, the gods receive the Narayana Kalacha, a divine armor that turns the tide of the war. But the energy flow in this ritual is compromised. Vishvarupa has Asura heritage, and he opens a hidden channel to secretly share the god's strength with his mother's people. When Indra discovers the diversion, rage overcomes judgment. In blind fury, he executes his priest. The energy turns black as Indra commits Brahmahatya, the killing of a holy man. This permanent stain binds Indra to the consequences of his wrath. In trying to solve a crisis born of pride with an act of violence, Indra locks himself into a cycle of escalating consequences. From the sacrificial flames of a grieving father, the giant Vritra rises. He is a mountain of shadow, created to end Indra's reign. Vritra is not a typical demon. He is a direct karmic manifestation designed to personify Indra's specific sins. Indra's useful weapons are useless against this growing threat. The gods realize a monster born of sin is only stopped by an object of pure selflessness. The sage Dadichi willingly surrenders his life, offering his own bones to be forged into a weapon for the welfare of the world. From this ultimate sacrifice, the Vajra thunderbolt is finally born. Dadichi's total lack of ego provides the only possible counter to Indra's mounting karmic debt. The jagged lightning of the Vajra and the dark energy of Vritra violently collide, tearing the entire sky apart. Mid-battle, Vritra reveals a startling truth. He peacefully welcomes his end, declaring that he cares nothing for victory, only for union with the divine. The giant charges one last time, opening his massive jaws, and swallows Indra whole, plunging the king of heaven into absolute darkness. Protected by his divine armor, Indra violently tears through the giant's entrails from the inside. He emerges, unleashes the full power of the thunderbolt, and severs Vritra's head. Indra stands victorious, yet the battle suggests a troubling reality. The demon possessed a purity of spirit that the king of heaven had long ago discarded. The universe rejoices, but Indra slumps in isolation on his throne. The victory feels hollow. He has learned that in the Puranas, a physical solution rarely fixes a spiritual problem. This karmic loop shows the trajectory of Indra's actions. By executing Vritra, he has incurred a second charge of Brahmahatya, doubling his debt and locking himself into a cycle that violence only deepens. No divine weapon or celestial title can shield him from the consequences of his own choices. Indra eventually strips away his warrior's pride. Seeking purification through the grand Ashvamed sacrifice, he replaces arrogance with a quiet submission to ancient ritual. This shift from physical dominance to spiritual repentance marks his final acceptance of the law of karma. Indra's journey reveals that even the king of heaven cannot outrun his own choices. In the world of the Bhagavata Purana, the final victory is not won on a battlefield, but within the ruler's own heart.